2 years ago, man, I started an album journey with Led Zeppelin. So we only got through the first two albums. Just like Van Halen, we're gonna do the Van Halen album. We're gonna do the same thing with Led Zeppelin. Okay, so we did all the Van Halen albums in less than 4 months, and now we're gonna do all the Led Zeppelin albums. But these are gonna be pre-recorded reactions because you know how YouTube get on the live ones. Okay, so I definitely appreciate you guys being here, man. I'm interested in going down this road just because I'm still learning a lot about music. I don't know the industry terms. I'm not a producer. I'm not a vocal coach. I'm just a guy that gets it by the feel. You know what I'm saying? So how it feels to me present time may not be the right idea, but it's the idea that I got. So, and I hope you guys are patient with me on this journey. And once we get into it, I'm going to try to make this as digestible as possible by keeping this probably maybe 50 minutes to maybe 90 minutes. Okay. Small talk is possible, little as small talk is possible. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I know you guys are used to the breakdowns and used to me emoting how I feel and stuff. So I'm going to try to do that, but I'm going to keep it Mugnify style. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check out Led Zeppelin 3 on the ones and twos, and we'll get back to it. Now, we just got through the Immigrant Song recently. So music for the Warriors a little bit, huh? Now, we've already reacted to Immigrant Song, I believe, once upon a time on the channel. So this is my first time actually re-listening to it with the lyrics on screen so I can get it. But yeah, this is definitely, I feel like it's knocking on the door metal a little bit, but it does carry a hint of sense of like, let's go ahead and fight them. Like you riding a horse, you jumping in. It does seem to like act like it's running like a train. Chugga 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 with the bass guitar and stuff like that. What imagery on that verse? You know, listening to the songs with the lyrics on the side is pretty dope. Just simple because like I can see it, I can see the words and listen to the music and figure out like the emotional inflections on certain things and looking at the whole meaning of like what I'm seeing. Because he said, "How soft your fields so green can whisper the tales of gore, how we claim the tides of war. We are your overlords." This is pure domination. You know what I'm saying? Can whisper the tales of gore like people died on your fields of green. That's what I'm seeing right now. He says, so now you'd better stop and rebuild all your ruins, for peace and trust can win the day despite all your losing. That's crazy. And it kind of gives contrast to verse 2. And it kind of gives contrast to verse 2, like, you know, this is the tale of how you lost the war, like the Immigrant Song. But it does sound like, I was going to say Norse, because you said the hammer of the gods, which is Odin. No, not Odin, but Thor. You know what I'm saying? Valhalla, I am coming. You know what I'm saying? Very, very short, man. But the opening riffs, the way the bass sounded, like all of that was just so on point and so iconic. Like it kind of leaves an imprint on your head. So with that being said, let's go on to the next song. Heartbreaker, right? Well, no, not Heartbreaker. This is the wrong one. All right. What's the next song? I guess I gotta do it this way. All right, let's go. Written in 1970s by Jimmy Page and Robert Plant while temporarily residing at Bron-Y-Aur, I don't know how to pronounce that, Stephen Davis. Okay, we'll go with that. Oh yeah, we reacted to Friends before, so now I remember those riffs. Okay. I love how natural those drums start. You know, it's almost like you can feel the hands smacking them, bro. I hear multi-syllables. So whenever I hear multi-syllables, I stop the show. You ain't lonely, left me only. Blinding, shining, climbing. I love it. I love it. Those gotta be violin strings. And it was like swelling and going up. Dun, 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 dun. I love how this sounds like they're just outside jamming. I love how verse 2 just kind of goes into like, don't let them down although it grieves you. Like, I like that. Oh, it done picked up speed now? Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Sound like an airplane coming down. All right. All right. I think it's going into another song. So I love this line on this song where it says, I met a man on the roadside crying, without a friend, there's no denying. You're incomplete. There'll be no finding, looking for what you knew. So anytime somebody needs you, don't let them down, although it grieves you. Someday you'll need someone like they do, looking for what you knew. Like, and I like how it kind of goes into like a definition of what a friend can mean to a person. So, is, and he says, well, I'm telling you now, the greatest thing you can ever do now is trade a smile with someone who's blue now. It's very easy, just a ooh, then goes into the bridge. It's a very emotional song, man. But it carries like, it almost sounds very folkish a little bit with all the acoustic guitars and stuff like that. Now, if what I'm naming is wrong, let me know. But yeah, man, like I like this. I like this. It's nice to kind of catch up and see it again, you know what I mean? But I'll be right back real quick. All right, I'm back, man. So let's go ahead and jump back in. And it sounded like right before I paused it, like it was crossing over. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Her face is cracked from smiling, all the fears that she's been hiding. And it seems that pretty soon everybody's gonna know.
Wow, I did not see that going in that direction. That's 2 years ago, man. Wow.
Her name is brown or white or black, you know her very well. You hear her cries of mercy as the winners toll the bell. I'm so happy. I'm gonna join the band. We're gonna sing a dancing celebration with the promised
This was made in the 70s though, but why am I hearing synths? Well, nah, because the old Hammonds, right? Okay.
your destination, but the price you pay to nowhere has increased $1 more. Yes, it has. And if you walk, you're gonna get there. But no, it takes just a little longer. And when you see it in the distance, it will weigh your hands and more.
I ain't gonna even hold you. Like I'm hearing like some like East Indian stuff going on here too. It's funny. It's funny, like listening to this song because it like the hook says, I'm so happy I'm gonna join the band, but gonna sing, dance, and sing. We're gonna be in the promised land. Anytime you say promised land, like to me, it always rings like freedom, right? Freedom, slavery, you know what I mean? So when I'm listening to the lyrics and I see, her face is cracked from smiling, all the fears that she's been hiding, and it seems to be pretty soon that everybody's gonna know, and her voice is sore from shouting, cheering winners who are losing, and she worries that her days are few and soon they'll have to go. You know what I'm saying? She hears them talking new ways to protect the home she lives in. Then she wonders about what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Then when they break down her door, her name is brown or white or black. You know her very well. You hear her cries of mercy as the windows toll the bell. You know what I'm saying? The bell of, I said freedom, right? Bell, freedom bell, Train leaves the station heading for your destination, but the price you pay is to know where has increased $1 more. Yes, it has, right? And as you walk, you're going to get there, and it takes a little longer. When you see a distance, you will wring your hands and moan. And he kind of goes into this mode of like singing, and it almost sounds like something is going on. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like somebody's escaping a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I find that very eerie when it comes to this track, right? So musically, wonderful. I did hear some like, wow, wow. That's that East Indian part that I was thinking about. Everything else just kind of sounded like rock and roll. But that, I don't know. I hear that in a lot of East Indian music. So, all right, let's keep it moving. Go ahead and change this. That's that traditional blues right there. That kick drum got so much bass, and you can feel it resonating throughout the track. Oh, got a little bit of that organ. Like, I love how laid back this sounds already. Okay. Oh, it turned up. Sound like the same organs you hear at church or the baseball game.
Working from 7 to 11 here and there.
It sounds like he's stressed already.
It makes life a drag. I don't think that's right. I've really been the best of food. I did what I could, yeah. Of course I love you, baby. How I love you, darling. How I love you, baby. My love you, little girl.
Little girl?
Baby, since I've been loving you, yeah. I'm about to lose my war and mind. Ah, yeah.
Hearing the organ in the right side and the lead in the left side is crazy.
Tell me that you didn't mean me no good. I've been trying
with the rasp makes that sound so much more impactful. Woo, boy, you put some spirit in that. Ooh, digging that, Jimmy. Oh yeah, that thing crying right now, boy. Boy, he done dropped that chicken in the grease now. Go ahead. A little bit of doubling on that. Oh, wow. The strings really swelled up right there.
You know, I'm gonna say one of them newfangled I've been working from 7 to 11 every night. It kind of make a lot of drag.
You can hear the stress, bro. Robin singing is behind all right here.
Baby, since I've been loving you, I'm about to lose and just one more.
Woo! The drums showing out. The drums was dropping right there, boy. Wow, bro. Like, I remember, I forgot which reaction that was, but I think I had finally learned what a backdoor man is. And he said, like, I opened the front door, I hear my back door slam, and that's another dude going out. This song was like, it just felt like a song he was pretty much stressed out about his day at work, his girl cheating on him. This is just rooted in so far into the blues, so deep and rich right there, man. They really brought it back with this one. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a bass line right there. The timing between the lead rhythm and the drums is crazy. And it seems like the way the rhythm is going, it'll kind of go up with the and then like on it almost sounds like on like the third, the sixth beat or something. Then it starts to drop, and then it's kind of crazy. I don't know if I got my time signatures counted out correctly, but it seems like on the third, like on the 8, what was it? 4, 8, 12th beat. Like it seems to drop a little bit as far as like the drum roll. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. They're having a good time on this one, boy. Going from I Can't Stop Loving You to this one, that sounded like a little bit more upbeat. This sounds like you know, the man and the person in that song left that woman and now he's back on the town. You know what I'm saying? Helps the rhythm move along. There's no doubt about the words are clear, the voice is strong. Oh, shoot, strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a simple guy, live from day to day. A rare sunshine melts my frown and blows my blues away. You know what I'm saying? That's the perfect kind of song to kind of bring it back to being upbeat. I wonder if that's the last time we'll see them kind of go in a more bluesy type of direction where it's kind of centered around their emotions and stuff like that, what I Can't Stop Loving You. But this one seems like the man is recovered. He back on the town. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad I'm living. Gonna tell the world I am. God got me a fine woman. And she says that like, and she says that I am her man. Homeboy, sure, he confident. And the song just, for me, it feels like I'm up again. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the town again. To me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just thinking, I was saying that because I'm thinking about the song order in which how they want us to digest this track. So yeah, let's keep going. Oh, the strings is moist with this one. Dude, that first lyric is crazy. Hangman, hangman, hold it a little while. That is egregious. Sorry, a little bit of dark humor right there.
I think I see my friends coming, riding many a mile. My friends, you get some silver, you get a little gold. What did you bring me, my dear friends? Keep me from the gallows pole. What did you bring me? Keep me from the gallows pole.
I'm pretty sure the gallows pole is
I couldn't get no silver.
Where they hang folks.
I couldn't get no gold.
Yeah.
You know that we're too damn poor. From the gallows pole. Hangman, hangman, hold it a little while. I think I see my brother coming, riding many a mile. Brother, you give me some silver as you get a little gold. What did you bring me, my brother? Keep me from the gallows pole. Brother, I hold you some silver, yeah.
Yeah, in a way, it kind of still feels like it's coming from like a northern point of view, like the gallows pole, you know what I'm saying? Like gallows, I feel like I'm like it's Pirates of the Caribbean or something like that. That's what I think of when I first hear gallows pole, and knowing that that's, where they hang people. You know what I'm saying? Now I kind of understand the lyrics a little bit better.
I put a little gold. I put a little of everything. Keep you from the gallows pole. Yes, I've told you to keep you from the gallows pole.
So the hangman,
Hangman.
so the hangman is kind of referring to the person that put him there. Like the hangman, that's the name of the person that kind of, does that. And then, so, do you get a little gold, brother? You get me some silver, you know what I'm saying? You like asking questions like, hey, can you get me off this pole?
Can you hit a wire? I think I see my sister coming, riding many a mile.
Ooh, this picked up. Wow.
Please take him, save me from the wrath of this man. Hangman, hangman, upon your face a smile. Tell me that I'm free to ride for many a mile. Oh yes, you got a fine sister. She want my blood to gold. She want my blood to boil it hot. Keep it from the gallows. Early from Miss Silver. And your sister want my soul. But now I laugh and pull so hard. See her swinging on the gallows.
Woo! Boy, this one here turned up.
Now I laugh and pull so hard. See her swinging on the gallows. Swinging on the gallows.
And you can hear that bass. Dun, 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 dun. And then the drums on top of it. Then you hear that acoustic. That gotta be a banjo, man, or something. This sounds like a whole hoo-nanny right here. Hey! 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 I love that this has turned into a jam break. I really love that. Wow. Yeah, I like that. That might be next to Friends. That might be the best song on the album to me. Yeah, that is fire. Keep me from the gallows. I feel like that song gonna be stuck in my head for a long time too.
Measuring the summer's day, I only find it slips away to gray. The hours they bring me pain. Tangerine, tangerine, living reflections from a dream.
This feels like a Beatles song.
I was her love, she was my queen, and now 1,000 years between. Thinking how it used to be. Does she still remember times like these? To think of us again, and I do.
Yeah, the strings is definitely moist. I wonder how they do that with the strings. From what I could gather from the notations, said Jimmy Page wrote the songs years earlier and the Yardbirds even attempted to record it. The band veers away from their usual sound in this by using pedal steel guitars, giving it a vague country folk sound. That's what I was thinking too. But I didn't really know how to identify it. But they said that so tangerines are mandarin orange, named after the northern African city of Tangier, Morocco. Later, the song Kashmir, despite its name, was written about Morocco. Well, I didn't know that. Well, I did get a sense of loss in this song, so being it that it may be like a fantasy woman would make sense. You know what I'm saying? Measuring the summer's day only to find it slips away to the gray. the hours they bring me to pain. Like the summer is always supposed to be a joyous time. So to say, it almost sounds like he's caught up in the daydream or something. Yeah. Jimmy said he wrote this song after an emotional upheaval, apparently a lost love. Yeah, it does feel like that. Thinking of how it used to be, does she still remember the times like these? Yeah, this is somebody he didn't ever see again. Fellas, how many girls is there a girl out there outside of who you may be with now that you be like, man, I wonder where she at?
I don't know how I'm gonna tell you I can't play with you no more. I don't know how I'm gonna do what Mama told me, my friend, the boy next door. Satisfied to sit here working all day long. You're in the darker side of town.
Wow. What a very atmospheric chord that I'm hearing. Kind of has like this peaceful resonance to it.
Why don't your eyes see me? Could it be you found another game to play? What did Mama say to me? That's the way, oh, that's the way it ought to be. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And yesterday I saw you standing by the river, and weren't those tears that filled your eyes? And all the fish that lay in dirty water dying, had they got you hypnotized?
Wow. It feels very nostalgic, this song.
Tiny flowers, but all that lives is born to die.
Real laid back.
And so I say to you that nothing really matters.
It doesn't even feel like Robert is singing.
All you do is stand and cry. About it when all your ears have turned away. But now's the time to look and look again at what you see. Is that the way it ought to stay? That's the way it ought to be. Oh, don't you know that? Mama said that's the way it's gonna stay. Yeah.
No drums on this track either. Wow. I can hear it swelling up a little bit on that bass. I figured we wouldn't have another laid-back track on the Led Zeppelin 3, but I guess we do. I felt like I would hear this on the radio too. Not a lot, but maybe a little bit. It's kind of crazy, man. Like when I was reading the About section, it said it's an acoustic song and it's particularly noted as being one of the most gentle and mellow compositions in the whole catalog, right? So they said that Jimmy Page was playing acoustic guitar in open G, tuning pedal steel, dulcimer, and bass guitar while John Paul Jones plays mandolin. So there's no presence of John Bonham's drums on the track. A light tambourine and bass guitars added towards the end of the song. Yeah, that's probably what I heard at the end when I felt like it started swelling up a little bit. Just thinking about the song, like I felt like it was one of them songs that felt like he had to stop being friends with somebody because maybe they were a different color or something. That's what I'm thinking, but that might not be what it is because he said, you're going to let your hair hang down. I'm satisfied to sit here working all day long. You're on the darker side of town, and when I'm out, I see you walking, right? Saying, yesterday I saw you by the river, and weren't those tears that flowed your eyes and all the fish that lay in the dirt dying, they had you hypnotized, right? So I feel like they this is something that they observe, but I wonder. Like sometimes it makes me just wonder what it is. Like I'm going to take educated guesses on what I feel like the song is about, but I'm not going to read like what the song is about. I'll let you guys tell me that. But yeah, all right, let's keep going. Oh, I like that. Another acoustic guitar song. No drums. Not yet, at least. Woo! Yeah, there's something very folkish about this. This like dance around the fire type stuff, like drum circle type music. Man. Wow. Oh my God. John got his foot on that pedal right there. I love that rhythm right there. Hey, Hey. Gotta ease into that drum, boy. Come on now. Wow. It got louder. I love the little claps and stuff that I've been hearing some of the songs. Yeah. Nice. I like the rhythm. I like the joy that I'm hearing in this. I like the fact that he's singing about his dog. I'm so happy that he's singing about a pet that just brings so much joy to his life. And you would never think these kind of songs would make it on a more acclaimed album like Led Zeppelin, but they do. Ain't no companion like a Blue-Eyed Merle. Come on now. Well, let me tell you, what you're messing round them brick walls. So you're the finest dog I ever knew. So fine. I like when he kind of ends this. Oh, Merle was a big dog. He looked like a little lassie dog. He said this song was inspired by Robert Plant's dog Strider, who he named after the Lord of the Rings character better known as Argon, but called Strider by the Hobbits. So Lord of the Rings, old. The whole story is old. All right. That's pretty straightforward, though. Yeah. What's that? That don't sound like Robert. That's crazy, man, because I feel like it said at the top that this song is a tribute to contemporary folk singer Roy Harper and the influential American blues singer who recorded from the 1930s to the 1970s, of course, over 40 years. And according to Page, during recording sessions for Led Zeppelin 3, the band did a whole set of country blues and traditional blues numbers that Robert Plant suggested, but hats off to Roy Harper was the only one that was put on the record. So an alternative studio outtake of the track in the same style and similar instrumentation was available on some Led Zeppelin bootleg recordings. Likely from the same recording session as the official release, it features lyrics to songs like, all right, I thought we was gonna get some resolution on who Roy Harper was, but no, we not. So let's keep going. All right. But it almost feels like this song is recorded in the same way older songs from the 1930s might have been recorded. What? Is Robert doing that with his voice, or he using a harmonica? Ooh. Where is this egg? There's gotta be a vocal effect doing that. Ooh, that thing plucking. On the bass. He's not doing that naturally, bro. That is so creative. I might have to listen to the original of this. Wow, what an album. What an album. What a it sounds like this album was trying to innovate the blues. It sounds like this album I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like this album was trying to give a shout out to traditional blues and also make us feel like they're carrying on a tradition. Like, how would a song like Hats Off to Roy Harper, giving the traditional blues singer, giving the contemporary folk singer a good shout out? You know what I'm saying? And then it says down in the description of the songs that they did many of these recordings. So they was trying to really give a shout out to all the people whom they were influenced by. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and sometimes I gotta apologize because sometimes like when I hear about bands taken from Black musicians, I get a little agitated a little bit because, you know, these bands are not giving Black people they just do, or their Black contemporaries any just do. So I have to apologize because accordingly they were trying to. They were trying to put all their music, do all the cover songs and put those on this album so they can get some love. So I gotta give a shout out to Led Zeppelin on that as a group, trying to put on their contemporaries. But you know, they're not gonna let them put them people on, man, so they can eat. Overall, man, I gotta give this album like an 8.5. I think my favorite song off this album has to be Out on the Towels, I think. Second will probably be Since I've Been Loving You. I definitely like Hats Off to Roy Harper. But the Bron-Y-Aur Stomp, that's a great song. That's a great song. I thought Led Zeppelin 3 was an interesting experience, man. And I definitely appreciate you guys checking out the video with me and sticking with me throughout this whole process. It took a lot out of me to record this. I know I make reactions look easy sometimes, but it took a lot. Forgive me for that, okay? But if you guys want to see Led Zeppelin 4, depending on how this video do, I'll do Led Zeppelin 4, and then we'll continue on going from there. If you want to catch up on my Led Zeppelin reactions, choose one of the following portals to the next video here, appearing on this side of the screen, okay? So with that being said, catch you guys at another one. Peace.